Good morning. It's Sunday morning, July 23rd. Today we are focused on diversification and not to overtrade the market. Looking ahead this week, we have FOMC, Fed fund rate decision on Wednesday, but a normal week otherwise. We will run last week and give you the last 3 weeks total of trading with these three charts. We will also look at the performance report for this week at the end of this week. This is all springtime trading. We have the same three charts. We have Nasdaq, number 7. We have gold, number 6. And the crude oil, number 4. As you can see, we had 7/16 through the 21st at 5 p.m., which is Sunday evening. And I'm going to start the video now. Okay, we have a blue line here on Nasdaq, so it can start to trade. It'll be the first one trading.
Order pending.
Okay, the Nasdaq went short. You can see unrealized here in this column
Order
where it's
pending.
short. It hit a target.
Order pending.
And it's short
Order
again.
pending.
Now we have crude oil. It's in.
Order pending.
Now all three
Order
markets
filled.
are in.
Order filled. Order pending. Order filled. Order filled.
Okay, now what's happened is crude oil got in to go long. It went short and came back, crossed over, but exited. It was only $5. Gold, it had one trade. It got in, hit its target. It's up 225. Nasdaq traded a lot. Usually it can take a couple trades and be done, but it traded a lot. It still managed to be profitable at $115. So you're up a total of $345 for the day with the three markets combined. Now the white line represents Monday evening. We started on Sunday evening at 5:15 p.m. So here's the white line. We're now waiting for a blue line, which means the market has to move a certain distance. Okay, we have it on Nasdaq and gold.
Order pending.
Okay. The yellow dots represent that the market is not, we're not in the market. That's a limit order. It has to pull back. But you can see it took off and did not come back to our order limit.
Order pending.
Now we crossed over. So now it's going to try to go short. And it is short. It is short. And it moved, and then the stop moved. You can see it almost hit the target. And the stop prevented it. It did hit the stop. Sometimes that happens.
Pending. Order pending. Order pending.
Okay, you couldn't make this trade long, but then it got in once and got in again. So 2 trades to the downside.
Order filled.
That won. Crude oil, here he is over here. He got in short and he won. So he's done. He's done for the day. So all of a sudden now you're up $710. And it looks like gold had one straight line move, so it did not trade yet.
Order pending.
Here it is now to go short. You can see each one of these has their own ninja dome, and when they're in, it tells you it's short right here. Okay. We didn't get a full target because the time ran out of the day. So it's 3 p.m. here, so it closed out. But a little profit, not much, $35. And now we're waiting for the next day. So it looks like we're up $745. This is Tuesday evening. 1 contract on each one of these charts. That's all we have. Okay, we have a blue line here on Nasdaq. It's probably going to be the first one to take a trade.
Order pending. Order pending.
Okay, it's short on Nasdaq. Now we have blue lines on crude oil and gold.
Order filled.
Wonderful.
Order pending.
Nasdaq hit a target. It's up 130.
Order pending.
And now it's trading long. Now it's long. Just that quick. If it hits the second target, it is done for the day. 2 wins in a row, we take that off the table. Gold and crude oil, if we get 1 win, we take those off the table.
Order pending.
We like what we're doing here and not over
Order
trading.
filled.
Okay, you see, crude had a partial loss and a win, so it can keep trading now. And quickly for another win, this is the crude oil inventory report period. So crude oil is done. It made 405 for the day. Nasdaq made 260, and gold is in a trade now. and it looks like it's going to stop it out.
Order filled.
Okay, we did stop, but actually that's the end of the day. So we didn't hit the target, we didn't hit the full stop, but we lost a little bit there. So we're still up for the day very nicely. As you can see, we're up 1285 after Wednesday on a total of 3 contracts. See the white line. This will be Wednesday evening. I'm sorry, this is Thursday evening. We're trading to the 21st. We're on the 20th. So this is Thursday evening, 5 p.m. This white line. We have a blue line on gold so it can trade. Its first trade should be a long trade. Nasdaq, we have a blue line. And crude oil.
Order pending.
Nasdaq's the first one
Order pending.
to attempt the trade. It's not in. You see it missed it. It didn't pull
Order
back to our
pending.
order. Now it crossed over and now it's trying to go short.
Order
If
filled.
it hits the
Order
yellow
pending.
line, it's now short. Gold got in right around 7:20, around the time gold opens here in the
Order
United
pending.
States. And straight up, target done for the day.
Order filled. Order pending.
This
Order
one,
pending.
2 wins, done for the day. This is Friday now, Friday morning. I apologize. This is still Thursday.
Order filled.
These are finished trading, and gold and crude oil, it hit a target. Let me back this up a little bit. You see the blue line got in and won. One and done. Over with. No need to overtrade. Why give that money back? This is what we have been gravitating toward. So the settings are good. The numbers are good. And you can see here we're at 2,000, almost 2,100 here for the 4 days of trading. It says it's still at on the 20th. It's this Thursday evening going into Friday morning. Why would you keep trading? This is when you reach these numbers here. Why would you keep trading on Friday? We'll find out what Friday does. I've been running the whole weeks. My own discretionary trading. I do things a little different. But it's better. You know, we can't outguess the market. We talk about that a little bit. We think we can. But it's usually better to let the system run and not try to guess the market. There are some reports, there are some news events that's probably better if you're not in the market.
Order pending.
But you can't call that. If you reach a level during your trading where you want to say, I made enough for the day, all you have to do is hit this button up here and turn it from green to red, and it pauses the system. It won't trade after that.
Order pending.
Okay, Nasdaq is in. Gold can trade. It's got a blue line. Nasdaq is long. You can see over here, everything is, this is a very good dashboard because you can see unrealized and realized profits when you're on the strategy parameters section here.
Order pending.
You can also see it in the each Ninja Dome. I like that because it gives you a quick look at what's in.
Filled.
Okay, now there you go.
Pending.
Here's a good Friday for Nasdaq. We hit 2 trades. Boom, up and down. Done. Not trading anymore. Gold can trade. We already hit 1 target. So this is turning out to be a fantastic week. Now, we have good settings here. We also have the past 3 weeks running this. It just excellent numbers for automated trading. It seems like we are reaching new levels in automation, even that we are surprised to see. But slowly, as I said, we're gravitating toward not over trading. If you think about it, if each one of these charts, Nasdaq is the only one that trades twice before it stops. It hit that. It hit those targets. Nasdaq, the indexes, works great with this system. But crude and gold, if they hit 1 target, we take that off the table for the day, and that's it. So this is good trading. This is Friday. You can see it's 2 p.m. We're finished trading for the whole week here. This is excellent numbers. You couldn't have guessed that this thing would make this much. And because of the limit orders, we don't have the slippage on any one of these charts going into the market. Slippage is a big thing. We've given up a lot of money over the years by not having the limit orders because of slippage. And when you see it in replay, you don't get the slippage. And in the live market, you see the slippage and it's disappointing. Well, that's the market taking advantage of the small trader. However, with a limit order, you miss some trades every now and then, but make it pull back. And we're making it pull back 2, 3, 4, 5 ticks on these trades. So that's all adjustable. Everything inside the system is adjustable. But we're not allowing the market to take advantage of us with these limit orders. That's very, very important. The only discrepancy you might have is if you go to a target and you write to it and don't get filled, and yes, then you could maybe not get filled. However, in replay, the way NinjaTrader sets up and tells us they have this set is that when we run this replay, because many people are not familiar with replay, they don't understand it, maybe even don't believe it. Well, there are certain things that happen in the live market that are a little different, but we've learned about these things and how to get around them to match the replay to realistic live trading. And one of those is the slippage. That's the big thing. That is the big thing. Now, gold and crude are notorious for slippage, so this is why the springtime is working so well on this, because you're not getting it in slipped. When you get in the market, you're making it pull back to a certain number, and also you're hitting your target. So, and we're not over trading when that does happen. So this is very important on these instruments. Nasdaq, the index, is not affected as much because it's an index. So every little report that comes out, it's not greatly affected. Nasdaq moves on its own with good predictable volatility. So we love that. I mean, this is what makes money in automation. So again, not just a good week, but a fantastic week. Okay. We're going to open up the report here, and the way we do that is you put in your dates. So this is from the 16th to the 21st. You can see that. Okay, and then you generate the report. This will exclusively generate the report for that time period that we just ran. And you can see it, 2660. It's exactly what's in our Ninja Domes. Now, I have my Ninja Dome set to where when we're flat in the market on that instrument, it gives you that total. And if you don't interrupt this and you run it from Sunday to Friday and you have not interrupted it, those are the weekly totals. And here they are. Here they are. Like I said, fantastic results this week. 2660 commission. We have it taken out of the trades. You see, like when gold hits its one trade, it's 225. Well, it's actually a 23 tick target. So it's $230. $5 round turn is what we take out. That's realistic with Ninja Trader's commission level. So $125 was paid for commission. You see the dates we're looking at here with this report. And the only way a report can be generated is you can't start and stop it and expect a whole week of reports. You have to let it run. It's uninterrupted as you see it here. Okay, we had a total of 25 trades. Now that's a combination of one contract on each chart and a total of what it traded. We have 84% profitable. It doesn't get any better than this. It just won't get any better than this. And if you have any questions or concerns about what you see here in the live market, I'll talk more about it. You give me a call or you send me an email and we'll talk about it. And there's some things that hopefully we can shed on our past experience about that. But as I've said before, we've done everything possible to make this as realistic as possible, even making our trades have limit orders on them so the market pulls back to us. So if you get slipped, you get slipped for a tick or so to the good side, your way. That doesn't mean the trade's going to win, but that does mean that you're 1 or 2 ticks in the trade better. So we like that. We like it. Okay, this pretty much speaks for itself here. Let's look at the periods and we'll look at the daily numbers. Okay, remember the first day? Let's see, we made 345, 400, 540, 810, and 565. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, Sunday evening and Monday is combined here, and then it's Monday evening to Tuesday evening here, Wednesday evening to Thursday evening, well, Tuesday evening, it starts from Sunday. And you've got 5 days of actual trading, although you include Sunday and have 6 days. These are from 5 p.m. to 3 p.m. That's 1 day. So, and then that's the 5 days. Okay. You're not going to get better than these numbers. I mean, as far as our system, you're not going to get better. We can't find a setting that's more that does better than this. And what we've realized is how they've gotten better is we've ratcheted the system down and put enough filters in here so it won't overtrade. And these are all proprietary stuff. So this is why we don't give trial runs on our system, because we have to give you everything if we give it to you. So please don't call me and ask me if you can have a 3-week trial on it or 2-week trial. We don't give this away because once we give you everything and it's fully adjustable, we can work on other instruments just as easy as you see it working here. So this is why we do this, and we certainly feel that the price that we're asking for our system is very, very, very reasonable. And we may or may not have this system on the market for that long. There's a lot of people looking at it now because they see it's working, and some institutions have looked at it and they're very impressed with it. So it's up to you. It's a possible You may not get rich here with this system, but you can make money with it. That's the most important thing that we think. Okay, recapping what happened this week. Gold made $13.25 for the week. Gold made $3.80 and Nasdaq made $9.55. Okay, well, thank you for watching this week's video. We'll put another one up next week. If it loses, you're going to see the losing week. We can't stop it. These are the same settings. By the way, if you traded from July 2nd till now, you have made at least $5,865 with this system. So, same setup, same settings. And if you get the system, if you purchase it and you want to run this, we'll show you how to run the last 3 weeks of replay. Now, 2 weeks, the first 2 weeks of July were including the July 4th week, and it did great. We didn't trade that week, but it did great. Like I said, some of my discretionary trading can cost me money because I may not have it on. Well, we took that week to work on the system and settings and so forth. But it made good money that week. It made money the week after that. And then last week it made this money again. Now, the only thing difference is the first 2 weeks of July, you had all these charts, and crude oil was under the 817 contract. From this week, we had to switch it to 917. And the other two, Nasdaq stayed at 917 and gold stayed at 817. But the contract switchover was this week on crude oil. Actually, it happened last week, so we turned it on from the beginning of the week. For this week, from Sunday night on, and these are the results it got. So, okay, well, thanks again. If you would like to talk about it, talk about the system, you can give me a call, or you can email us, and we'll be happy to communicate with you. Have a good week in trading. Looking forward to seeing what happens this week. Thank you.